Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, Captain.
Good night.
Good evening. Is everything okay?
Everything's okay.
Have you found that plane yet? MH370, anyone?
Not really.
Got some insider information, do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
This is fascinating. There's a network called the Red Switch Network, alright, and guess who they're run by? Serco G4S. Looks like gas, you know. I wonder if they got that idea from the Second World War. Right, the Red Switch Network, apparently what they do is they slur the azimuth on aeroplanes, and they can change the compass on board, so if it's flying in this direction, it could be flying in that direction. Yeah, and apparently Serco and G4S, who are they're contract killers, as well as other things around the planet. They do many things, and do you know who they're run by? Somebody shouting outside. Do you know who they're run by?
I would imagine the same as usual.
Ex-military. You know, all the commanders and the majors and the real high up military that are no longer needed to go and kill men, women and children in other countries.
So they bring them over here to kill us over here.
Yeah, and yes, this is Serco and G4S. G4S like the private police, but these are worldwide organisations. Basically, Serco, I'll put some information on the description in the bottom, so you can have a look at the, well, what I like to refer to as the biggest company most people have never heard of, Serco. They run the electronic tagging in the UK, you know, for prison offenders.
They run most of the prisons.
They own loads of prisons, they own Australian railways and all sorts.
Didn't they also own the CCTV on 7/7?
Yes.
Or operate it?
Yeah, surprise, surprise. Anyway, Serco had something to do with 911, you know, the buildings coming down.
The three buildings?
Four, as we know now, 4 buildings. And basically, I was listening to an interview with an ex-government agent the other day, and somebody sent it me on YouTube. Thanks very much. I can't remember the user's name, but I listened to that interview. And he was going on about how science can be bought by sponsors of, guess who? The Bullingdon Club of all people.
The Bullingdon Club again?
Bullingdon Club. Now, you know who's in the Bullingdon Club? Shall we just remind everybody?
Sure.
Who's in the Bullingdon Club?
Well, it's Osborne, of course.
George Osborne, David Cameron, Boris Johnson. Do you know Henry VIII was one of the founder members of the Bullingdon Club? But yeah, you can buy special science from them, apparently. There was a chap called Sikorsky, who was a friend of David Cameron's, and he basically, I think he's the chap that fixes, you know, when somebody's plane goes missing or the buildings fall down, he's the one that can sort out the double the price on the insurance claims through Lloyd's of London.
What do you mean, double the price?
Sorry, 4 times the price. I mean, 4 times the price.
So who gets this double or 4 times the price?
Whoever committed the contract killings, or got rid of the plane,
so it's like a payoff.
Remove the buildings.
Is it just a payoff then?
Yes, massive payoff.
What they would class as a legalised payoff for murder.
Yeah, Larry Silverstein, you know, that used to own the Twin Towers?
Yes, good old Larry.
You know what he did, don't you?
Yeah. Claimed that he was attacked twice on 9/11, not just the once, and so he won and he got double payout.
Yeah. In the insurance company, it all goes through Lloyd's of London and the Bullingdon Club. Basically, if one tower was to be hit by a plane and demolished, he got nothing. But if both towers were to be hit by 2 planes and they both completely demolished, he got double his claim.
No, he would have got it if one plane had hit, but because 2 planes hit, he then sued for the fact that he'd been attacked twice.
Yes. Amazing. So, anyway, we're talking about this technology. Apparently the black box batteries on airplanes, they can be doubled, tripled, quadrupled the time that they still get off this ping. But
so
apparently
this one's for 30 days, apparently said, so that could go up to 4 months then?
Yeah, it could have been 6 months really if they wanted, but they don't want to do that. And G4S and Serco are in it together doing the contract killing. Apparently Malaysian scientists were working on stealth devices for planes. You know what stealth means, don't you?
Hide.
Yeah, it's like secret, to make them vanish.
Well, strange enough, this particular flight, when you compare it to the FA-19 Interceptor, which is of course the stealth fighter, this one makes it look like an amateur. Wow. This one's totally vanished.
Yeah, apparently on this Malaysian flight, the scientists that you were talking about the last time we spoke about MH370, and there was 20 scientists on board, and they developed some special new lithium-ion batteries which were in the cargo holds, which weren't on charge, by the way, so they couldn't blow up. And also they'd developed some new semiconductor new technology on semiconductors. Semiconductors, for those who don't know, it's like the CPU, the brain inside your computer. But these ones were like intelligent ones that can almost think for themselves. CPU, dominate anyone. Yeah, and he was saying that, this chap on this interview, he was saying that when Serco and G4S, the gassers, they when they want to get rid of these planes on the contract killing, they're often flown into an area where it'd be difficult to find with search parties. Of course, the more search parties there were, the more difficult the area, the more money. The more money. So yeah, it'd be difficult to find with search parties. They keep them far away from the ping of the black box. And they can be these planes can be flown by a different technology. And basically, he said that they've done this before, that they send gas even through the cockpit and the fuselage inside where all the people are, and they remote fly...
You mean the passengers? The
passengers, yes. They remote fly them, the corpses, and the corpses in the plane, and they're flown by a different kind of technology, like a remote technology. And this is all done by the Red Switch Network, Serco. Have a look at the Red Switch Network.
And of course G4S in there as well still.
Yeah, they could have flown these planes to China for the British to pick up on the new technology for their use in... Do you know the British Cameron has got this new thing going, this new stealth bomber that's going to be used. Have you heard about this?
No.
Look at what the name is. Can you read that?
Tyrannus.
Yeah. It's a Celtic god of thunder if you look it up. Tyrannus. Tyrannosaurus Rex, anyone? Tyrannus. Tyranny. So what does it say to you? This chap was also going on about Mao Zedong. Apparently he was a paedophile, friend of the British government. He was connected to the British, but guess who?
I would be guessing probably a banking corporation.
Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, HSBC, who are money launderers for drug cartels. And they've got their office in London, by the way, everybody. And they're connected with the Bullingdon Club. They're on the members list as well. And Mao Zedong, I think he was on the members list.
Well,
so was Henry VIII, by the way. Henry VIII.
I guess this goes back to what Cameron was saying. How we're all in it together. We thought you meant to.
They are. They are all in it together, aren't they? We are all in it together. And this is where we're going about people, because we're going to, well, we won't talk about the council today.
No.
We've got some fun coming for you. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the MH370. The plane was probably modified by Serco and G4S, and apparently our ex-Prime Minister John Major was all in this together as well. So they won't find it anywhere. You know, all in the Indian Ocean.
It'll be like 9/11, where they dumped that rubbish, all that rubble into the ground there, and said this is where the plane crashed into the ground.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if they find any passports. Plane completely destroyed, all the people on it completely gone, can't be found. But yeah, basically what they do to make more money is at night they'll go and fly over somewhere, and they'll scatter loads and loads of bits of an old broken up Malaysian debris from an old plane, and then they'll send out all the search parties. And remember, have you ever thought that this is costing a lot of money? Who pays for it?
Well, isn't it strange how there were so many different countries wanted to go on this search for them?
Yeah, everybody wanted to help search for them.
The US?
Oh, that was amazing when he said, you know, how long did you say the black box lasts for? 30 days?
30 days.
Right. The US, well, this is before. The Australian government said it's 1,550 miles, and it's in so much of a remote place it's going to take 3 days to get there. And we could have drove there within 24 hours less. And America, it was the FBI and the CIA have got a hold of the pilot that was the MH370, the pilot of the Malaysian flight. They got hold of his flight simulator, and they've taken the hard drive out of it. The Americans, and he's gone to America. That don't make any sense. You'd think it'd go to Kuala Lumpur, wouldn't you? To the Malaysian government.
Or China, because they were the closest.
Yeah.
Or
even
any other countries that were there.
No, America took it.
Oh, we'll take it to the other side of the world then.
Now this so-called black box ping, right? America, Obama and his cronies are sending some kind of warship over that searches for these things.
Well, that's going to take them ages to get there.
So just a few hours.
That could be just a few hours.
It's only 25,000 miles on the other side of the planet.
Oh, well, of course. They'll be using the...
They'll get there within a day.
They'll be using the technology from the 30s and 40s where they made that ship disappear.
Stealth technology, eh? Isn't it funny how ships disappear, aeroplanes disappear, and nobody can find them? But again, it's all about making money because it's a game. It's become a monetarised monopoly game of take, right? And they are supposed to be our servants. Have you noticed they're taking for themselves?
Yes, as
They're even taking lives now.
as will
They have
come
been doing
out
it for the
later.
longest time.
About the money, that is,
About the money, eh?
for the stuff we've got coming up shortly.
Dear,
Looking
dear,
forward to
dear.
that.
Anyway, that's it for now, Captain. Fly
Okay.
well. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.